Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Sarah Pavan, an Olympian and beach volleyball world champion and a longtime professional indoor player.
And I'm Adam, former indoor player and coach, current beach volleyball coach, and most importantly, Sarah's husband.
We're sporty today. We're wearing some sporty outfits, tracksuits. You can't see any, I bet you can tell what Adam's is.
Sarah's got Nakoma on the back of hers.
Boop.
Nice.
Yep, Adam thought they were both for him, but I made him give me one.
I did not think they were both for me. I was just trying on the sizes.
It was a very exciting gift from a group of our community members.
Very thoughtful.
Yes, as well as a few other things, but we just had to...
Figured we want to rep them.
Yeah. I had to show you the back of mine so you didn't think I was just like trying to fit in. I am fitting in, okay? I know we're not watching Nakoma, but I love them, you know? So we're very excited. So thank you very much. You guys know who you are. There was a group of you.
We really appreciate it. It was a lot of fun to unbox everything.
Yeah.
And I'm looking forward to the noodles.
Today, we're watching season 4, episode 24 of Haikyu called Monsters Ball. Second to last episode before the movie, which we are in denial about.
So I just clued into what the movie is about.
What are you talking about?
I'm assuming that it's about the Nakoma match.
Why are you going down this road?
Well, I think I asked the question a couple videos ago about where in the bracket Karasuno was if they won. And I misread the bracket and somebody said, oh, they're lined up with Nakoma if they go to the next round. And so I thought we would get through this match a little faster than just the episodes that we have left. But now that there's only 2 matches left, or 2 episodes left, and I'm assuming they're going to beat Inarizaki, the movie has to be the Nakoma match.
What do you want me to say to you right now?
Nothing. I'm just saying, it kind of, you were wearing the Nakoma jacket, and I've been thinking about it, so I'm assuming that's what it's about. No comment necessary, that's just where I'm at.
Or our fans just know how obsessed I am with Nakoma.
No, the jacket is separate.
Oh.
But I'm just saying it all adds into my thought process of what the movie is about. And honestly, I had no idea. I hadn't really thought about it until...
Well, apparently Adam thinks he has all the answers, so we don't even have to watch these last 2 episodes.
Let's get into it. Let's see how this goes.
Last episode, we saw the birth of the Serene King. Kageyama. Tanaka saying, hey, maybe ease off setting me some balls. And Kageyama said, no.
Good team dialogue.
Like, got an ace at a critical time, match point for Inarizaki.
Stone cold.
I'm pretty sure Karasuno has match point, right?
I believe so.
We're in overtime.
Yeah. How they stretch 2 episodes into an overtime kind of finale, we'll see, but...
We will see. And we'll see if Adam... You know what, we're just going to ignore everything Adam said, because instead of living in the moment and just really appreciating this Inarizaki match, why he had to just like try to jump forward.
I'm living in the moment. I'm living in the moment.
Here we go. Season 4, episode 24 of Haikyu is coming right now.
Monsters Ball, baby.
Oh, the kick save.
世の中叶わんと思う人たちはいっぱいおってそういう相手もすごいなと思うのは当然やけどあいつらのことは最初から優秀なんやと思うことは勝負するまではなく負けとるっちゅうことやし失礼やと思う。
crazy.
I'll take it.
At this point in the game, you're just trying to score points however you can.
文句を言えよ。文句？なんで？次もくれ。
影山にはもう怖いもんなんてなくなったと思ってた。けど自分を極限に追い込んでくるのは敵だけとは限らない。
It's best if your teammates push you beyond your limit.
Yes.
感動したね。翔陽君。
Oh, I thought that might have been out.
瞬時に切ってきた稲荷崎。両校ともにですが、ピンチに真ん中突っ切ってくる度胸がすごいです。厚むの
It's
集
true.
中はたまにぷっつり切れる時がある。けど今日はどんどん精度が上がっていくように。
Big game player.
けどやっぱりバケモンはおると思います。
せやな、俺も思う。日々バレーを愛するバケモンを持って、そういうやつと会えて同じコートに立ってネットを挟んで戦える。俺はバケモンたちの宴に混ざれた人間や。ラッキーやな。
His perspective on everything is so great.
Mm-hmm.
ここ越える以外の道はねえぞ。
宮厚夢のサーブ、さっきまで西野君との勝負に興じていたのが今どこに牙を向くのかわからなくなった。カラスのレシーバーのプレッシャーは計り知れない。
Pickle Jinx! I Pickle Jinxed the wrong team.
Oh, Daichi.
カラスの影山に続き、稲荷崎の宮厚もサービスエース。高校生とは思えないハイレベルなサーブの応酬です。希望と絶望を繰り返す。
It's so true.
あっちゅう間に目の前くんじゃん。
さあ、稲荷崎高校のマッチポイントです。
おい、奇跡はいらねえんすよ。
毎回こんなのばっかだな。
カラスのビビってねえのかよ。崖っぷちで宮厚夢のサーブなんだぞ。
一歩押されりゃ断崖絶壁。慣れねえよ毎回な。手も膝も震えそうだ。けど奇跡を起こそうとしてるわけじゃない。今まで何年も繰り返してきたことをここでまたやるだけなんだ。
Exactly.
Perfect. Is he gonna hit the pass?
負けてたまるか。負けてたまるか。次もくれ。こいつに負けてたまるか。
Just as he's falling.
中央から日向翔也。ネットを越えかけたボールを見事上げてみせた影山飛びよ。打点が高い。姉があるようですね、日向君。そして影山君。
I'm not sure people understand how difficult that is. He looked like he was going to hit that. It's going over the net. The timing between Hinata and him to get that right on a pass that's high. And that's a ballsy set. To go to the middle at that point on a tough
I mean, on a
pass.
tight set there, it's real hard to set that anywhere but the middle.
Yeah. I mean, it's true, but it's still, I mean, it's an incredible play by him. when the game's on the line.
But the middle like committed with Kageyama because he thought he was gonna hit it. That's why he was on his way down when he not to hit it.
Yeah.
Which most setters would have had to go over on that.
Yeah.
Because they're not as tall or athletic or whatever. That was like a replica of the play before, a couple plays before. And this, he learned his lesson. He said, hey, no time to get tired. So he just fixed it.
And I love the response by Daichi, right? It happens. And the Ukai's feel of the game and understanding how much pressure they were feeling and how on edge they were with their best server to just be able to take the edge off the tension and refocus them, genius. Because going from a float serve to a spin serve and not knowing what's coming, also challenging, and he gave them a chance to reset. And even though it wasn't a perfect pass, Daichi, that's why he's our boy, he's the captain. Took care of business. Is it Hinata's serve now?
I don't know.
Okay.
I think it should be Tanaka's, maybe.
They gotta sub him out to serve.
They already used the subs.
They gotta use another one.
なんなんあいつはセッターを信じとるんやないただ思っている上がってくると思っている
I think it's a bit of both.
Yeah.
上げるやろって同情すんで飛びよくえらいおっかない相棒持ってもうたなそれの何が変などいつもこいつももっと他人をおもんぱかれあおもろないで人でなしが何もボケたわけやないわ勝ったなんだその顔やめろ決めたの俺だぞおい俺のおかげのナイスキーその顔で言うなよしよしよし向こうの10番やっと下がったで
You were right, it is Hinata.
多分そこが最短のチャンスなんとかそこまでブレイクされんなああ疲れた
Come on.
Couple more points here, baby.
ジャンプも向こうの読めないセッターも前前サム
Oh dear.
ここでこの人を叩き落とせたらチームは大盛り上がりだろうなでも無理だから拾え
Okay!
Be in the right spot, baby.
Little pocket dig.
ああくそ今までだって分かってたつもりだけどこいつ本当にブロックうめえんだな
Oh, I have goosebumps.
Yeah.
仏様でも女神様でもいいこの一点を俺たちに
Oh!
That's a heck of an angle and a better dig.
Little Barrel needs to take a break.
すごいけどブロックと連携してるからこそ拾えるんだそのブロックとレシーブを破ろうとするスパイカーたちスパイカーに有利な状況を作ろうとするセッターセッターに仕事をさせないように攻めるサーバーボールが落ちるまでの全部がつながっていて
It just makes it seem so beautiful. It is a beautiful game.
くそ頭はクリアなのに足が遅れ
Get your hand in.
Okay.
That's all you need. That's all you need.
Keep working. Keep going.
カラスのヨレヨレじゃねえか
Oh.
頑張れ頑張れ集まれ
Finish it.
この先もこの年 S4E24
Come on.
そして新しい一年が羨ましいと同時に少し同情する。
Oh, extra pullback!
Blow him up.
He keeps going up, baby! Get out
Get
of
out.
here. Come on! Okay, I was like, if
Oh.
he jumps that fence and gets it.
Mukatsuku.
なんすか？
今打つタイミングずらしたろ。練習試合で試してたじゃねえか。
そうでしたっけ？
ブロックが落ち始める瞬間を待って打つ。
下手やればただのショボスパイクになるだろうけどな。
全然わかんなかった。
多分未完成であろうスパイクをここで成功させんのも、バテバテの終盤で空中姿勢崩さねえのも、全部ムカつく。
さあ今度はクラス高校マッチポイントです。
なんか心臓痛
Me
い
too, girl.
Yeah, girl. I've lived that life for many years.
今、コート内の連中がどういう気持ちかわかるか。
スタミナも限界に近い中、半端ないプレッシャーと緊張に耐えている。
And they're loving every minute.
ここで決めたやつがヒーローや。
Yup. I'm just gonna say I wanted to pause it like 6 times in that whole thing. I gotta make sure I don't forget anything.
Okay, what are you thinking?
Lots of things. Okay, so starting with my boy Tsukishima. 2 things. One, I can't tell you the number of times that players give up their job to try and be the hero, to try and do a little extra. And you could hear him think about it. I have been a middle blocker. I understand, like, if I drop my hand here, if I do this, I'm the hero. And maybe it works, but it probably isn't gonna work in your favor. And you open up other things. For him to stay disciplined, even in that moment, even when Hinata's making all those plays, the amount of discipline that takes is incredible. And I thought that was just so cool to get to kind of see what he was thinking about. And then as a person, he's smart, he does what he needs to do. So I thought that was amazing. And then he gets kind of beat on the block in the middle of the rally. And instead of giving up, he's exhausted. And we know that Tsukishima, like, he's more of a work smart than work hard kind of guy.
And his self-talk leaves a bit to be desired.
Yeah, like, you know when you do the beep test, there are some guys who they're gonna go all the way to the end in their vomit just to see if they can do it. He's gonna run until he gets a respectable score and be like, there's no point in me doing this. But for him to get there, and it wasn't a perfect block, but he didn't give up. It was a bad touch. It went all the way to the baseline, but it was still a touch. Like, those 2 plays, he will never get credit for, except for maybe Ukai. Like, Ukai will buy him a beer when he graduates, kind of thing, and no one else will know about it. But that's what you need to win on a team. I love those 2 things. Your turn.
You went way back.
Your turn.
Well, Hinata with another dig.
Yep.
This time a little pocket dig.
Off the shoulder.
Okay.
And it was
Little
perfect.
Hand out to the side. So that's 2 in a row. 2 is not a fluke.
No. Well, the thing I liked about that was that he went to the right spot. Like, he had a job to do and he was there.
He went around the block and then acknowledged what a good blocker Tsukishima is for taking his spot. His responsibility.
Yeah. And I thought it was really cool that he gave him props. Like, man, he's so good at what he does. And Tsukishima was like, I don't get any credit for anything. I just want to be the hero.
And Asahi, we did talk about his extra little pullback in the exhibition match.
Yep.
The preparation match against Datako. And we heard the little extra pullback again.
Saw those muscles
Changed
flex
that
a little.
Timing up a little bit, hit the block on the way down. If Akagi had jumped the barrier and gotten that, I would have knocked the camera over. I would have kicked it.
He was there though.
He has made some insane plays down the stretch. Like,
do you think he's the best libero we've seen so far?
Okay, I don't think I appreciated him as much as I should have on my first watch. I think I was so frustrated at how he kept getting balls alive, keeping balls alive. I think we haven't seen a lot of Yaku. Like, we've seen a bit of him in like what is that smirk for?
It's coming.
I'm just saying, we saw Yaku in the one OVA.
Yeah.
We've seen a little bit about him, but we haven't really seen a lot about him. So it's hard. Like, I would probably have put Yaku up there, but we just haven't seen the same amount of play. So yes, I would say Akagi is probably the best.
He makes spectacular plays. Like, you don't really notice him. They don't show him doing like the basics really well, but he makes those spectacular kind of momentum shifting. Yeah. Which is, I mean, you want that guy on your team.
The plays that the other team is just like, you've got to be kidding me.
Those are the digs that make the hitters on the other side
try too hard.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that.
I had to interrupt you to take all the credit because I need to be the hero like Tsukushima, okay?
All right, let's see where else this goes. Twinning.
あと1点いけいけいちいち一年坊主どもにテンション上げよってなにが高校ナンバーワンセッターじゃああ贅沢やな俺によこせという圧絶対に決めたると思とるやつの殺気最高やわそれを踊りに使うのも最高に贅沢や
Their ability to run the middle is impressive.
俺の攻撃を拾われっぱなしなんて許さん
My attacks.
俺なんす
決めたのはスナ稲崎の攻撃陣がカラスノの守備を翻弄します宮兄弟の速攻は打数自体はそれほど多くないんですが印象が強いので効果的に使われていますね
True story.
アツムも新しいおもちゃいっぱい使いたいやるけどなうまい具合に我慢しとる
I was just thinking that actually he's making very good decisions.
試合すごいらしいよファイナルセット30点いきそうしんどこ
れも上げた稲崎ブロックも本当に粘り強い一つ何かの拍子でぷっつりと途切れてしまいそうな緊張しかしそれを切らさない互いに凄まじい集中これは高い落ちる穴
Was that like over top of a triple block?
Yeah, I think so. And in front of the libero, that was impressive.
カラスノの背中を掴んで離さない稲崎
宮治が下がって速攻はない今のうちに決めてくれ長いけどこいつは上げよるぞ
Gotcha! Love that.
Such good timing, so smart.
Yes.
それにしてもカラスノは終始全員が攻撃に入ってきますね
Yes.
カラスノの強さの根源でもありますが相当のスタミナと気力が必要と思われます
Sometimes you just gotta score quick.
I love that. I love everything about that. Okay?
Keep going.
Like, he always picks the perfect time. All right? And that smirk at the end, let me see it again. I live for that.
100%. You do that and nobody even flinches, you kind of backpedal to the baseline after that. As a first year, I love that confidence from him. And your team just feeds off that. Like, that's an energy play for the rest of the guys who just know that you're on point. I love that.
Kageyama has just found a new level in the last part of this set, I'm just gonna say. Okay.
Well, he's one of those athletes that when he gets pushed, when there's somebody else good on the other side of the net, he raises his level. Like, he's not gonna back down. This setter battle is great. The other thing I will say is, and I haven't watched a lot of Japanese volleyball, so I don't know if, I can't say statistically this is accurate, but they have run the middle in clutch moments way more than most teams do in these situations, in these high pressure situations. And it makes a huge difference on opening up the outside hitters and being unpredictable. And from a pure volleyball standpoint, I love that. And it's such a cool detail.
It is ballsy.
Yes. You're playing a win. The last thing I forgot to talk about last time was Kita's statement of, do you know what these guys are thinking about? And the guys on the bench are like, he's nervous, the pressure, the whatever. And Kita, he just understands people so well. They're thinking about being the hero. They're thinking about taking the swing, about being the one who makes the play. And that's, I had shivers listening to that. I thought it was so cool.
This is a goosebumpy episode, everybody.
Yeah. But these pressure moments, this is, at this point in the game, they're probably not even thinking about the score. They're just in the zone so much, executing, playing, sweating. Like, this is fun.
Shorty. Yes, it is. Perfect. Here we go, free ball.
No, it's not on the floor. Tsukushima in the back row?
Holy!
Go. Off the block. Tip it over.
Good recycle.
Again. Again.
ここで決めるという意志の強さがリズムを速めていく。速さは魔性だ。視野を狭く、呼吸を浅く、相手を苦しめるが同時に自分たちの首も絞めていく。戻れ、すぐネット際。オーライ。
Oh dear.
Not the guy you want free ball setting.
Look at how high he passed it.
That's actually an incredibly high IQ play. Dump it again.
1年合宿で日向に何があったんだ。
観客いや 感染してる選手も何とも思わないかもしれない。ただのパス。
小さくても俺は止めます。俺も打ちたい。俺にもトスあげてくれよ。はい。俺スパイク大好きで。でもそれでも試合に出たい。俺コートに立ちたいです。
泣きそう。
助走距離確保。シンクロ攻撃。味方に時間を
Number 2, whoa.
相手にも同じこと。問題ない。さあ真っ向勝負。ラスト1点。これで決めろ。どっからだろうと。
Cover, cover.
No, it's not on the floor. Hinata.
Kageyama or Daichi?
You're
Yeah,
lying.
baby, come on.
Come on, Tsukishima. Land in, land in.
.1 秒が勝負の瞬間にこいつらだけがこのタイミングの双子の速いバックアタックに唯一1ミリも動揺していなかった。速さはとても強い武器で魅力的でかっこよくて、それでも無敵なんかじゃないと人より少しだけ知っているから。
Just give me a sec. Are you crying?
Close. What a great ending. I actually, that moment to me of Hinata slowing down the dig.
I'm just gonna be over here hyperventilating while he talks.
That to me was maybe the most evolved Hinata play of the whole series. To me, that's even bigger than the dig that he makes earlier, of like people's favorite moments from kind of closing the ball boy arc.
Well, that's a throwback to episode 4, I think, in this season.
Yeah.
Where he taught the really tall guy.
Yeah.
In the 2-on-2 match.
Mm-hmm. To have the presence of mind when that play was mayhem. The feeling on the court is panic. You're on the edge of understanding you could win and go to the next round. To have the presence of mind and the control under that much fatigue, to throw that ball high in a settable spot, it's incredible actually to have that presence of mind. And whether he heard the coach yelling or whether he just kind of did it intuitively, that play makes the difference. That was really cool to see actually.
I'm unwell. I mean, that last play was very relatable. You do, like, when you have match point, you just, like, your heart starts racing. You start to get jittery because you know that this is your chance, and you really do it's a tendency to speed things up and just finish the point so fast. And so the fact that was incorporated, it's like so real and so true. And I think I agree with you. Like, yeah, the dig was kind of a summation of like his arc as a character. But I think like Suga's summary and flashback to Hinata in episode 2 of just like he wanted to hit, attack, set me the ball, I want to hit, go fast, speed, power, whatever, like that was his sole focus. And just to see his evolution to go from like speed, power only to be the one to actually go in the opposite direction, to completely slow it down, like that flashback was so powerful for me.
The dig sequence was incredible writing. That was incredible volleyball.
Storytelling.
Yeah, like, oh. And, well, so 2 things. That moment made me think of your World Championship win. Like that block at the end, off the top, that feeling of pure joy, but also Tsukishima's line of everybody might be surprised that we won, but we're not. They know, now I'm gonna tear up. They know how much work they've put in. They know how good they are. They knew what their potential was. Mm-hmm. And like when you talk about a dressing room and a team, it's that belief that allows you to be successful against the odds. And I loved that, especially from him.
And even just like the, contradiction of slow versus fast. Mm-hmm. Karasuno slowed it down, mm-hmm. and Narizaki kept trying to go fast, and slow and methodical won in the end. And Tsukishima's line of like, these two know better than anybody that speed isn't invincible.
Yeah.
That one I was like,
yeah.
Like, whoa.
Well, and so 2 things. So the short serve from Tsukishima is incredible. That is a difficult serve to execute at the best of times, never mind under the amount of pressure that he was under. So I thought that was an incredible way, again, to disrupt the flow and to change what happened on the other side. And I almost think the twin connection does them a disservice here, because you kind of know that in those pressure situations, they're going to go to each other. That's what's comfortable. No matter how good of a setter he is, like, you kind of knew, you could feel that they were going to set each other, that was going to be the play. And both Kageyama and Hinata read it and were there. It was amazing. So good. I don't know.
Okay, so I guess you were right. I didn't know what to say when you were saying
I wasn't expecting you to say anything. It was just spilling my thoughts.
There were just so many gems in that episode, like so many.
But a complete team effort, which is what it takes. all of the little pieces that they worked all season to get better at came into play. Short serving, the synchronized attack, Asahi with the pullback against a well-formed block, decision, like...
Was that another final point that every single Karasuno player touched it? I can remember everybody touching it except Asahi in that play. But did he?
Was Tanaka the one that put it over?
Daichi chased Tsukishima and put it over. Tanaka did the recycle.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Like, did Asahi touch the ball in that play? Because if it was another play where everybody... There's so many feelings.
Yeah, there's nothing else to say other than the show is phenomenal. Like it's just so incredibly well done. The storytelling, how it draws you in. I mean, it has a special place in my heart because of the sport that it is. Like, just because it's so relatable to my own personal experience. But
even watching it a second time, and I know a lot of you have watched it
umpteen times,
dozens of times. Like, it gets better. It's not one of those shows that even though you know what's happening, it's still impactful, and I'm like so much more emotional watching it this time than my first time through.
Well, as somebody posted, you're gonna get another reaction eventually with a third person.
Oh my gosh. When she can talk.
Yeah. I just got some squeaks for a while.
Yeah. Some facial expressions. Oh my goodness.
So good.
Wow. This show will be the end of me, really. Whew.
It's incredible. I don't have any other words. No
notes. That was great. But we would love to hear your thoughts. Karasuno is moving on. Took down the number 2 seed in the country.
So is this Nakoma in the quarterfinals? Was it a 64 team?
No, because the first seed, that was Inarizaki's first match. Because Karasuno had already won one before this, right?
Yeah.
Maybe it is, I don't know, tell us. Is it the quarterfinals now?
I think they played 2 matches. So there were the round of 32, that was the round of 16. So they must be playing Nakoma in the quarterfinals.
Ooh, cats versus crows. Okay, here we go. But please tell us all the things. Tell us everything you're thinking. This was the longest outro ever, but we were just too overwhelmed, too overcome with emotion.
Well, I was gonna say, before we wrap, I realized during that play, I said, get the block Tsukishima, and then half a second later, I realized he served, so he wasn't gonna block. So you don't need to point that out. I'm aware that I made a mistake on that.
I was like, he'll figure it out. But as always, we'd be so excited if you would like this video, subscribe to my channel, stay tuned. The season 4 finale is coming next week. Thanks, guys.